What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Breaking News. Eidl funding explodes as partisan politics persist. It is Tuesday, September the 21st, 2021. Please do me a huge favor, give this video a thumbs up, hashtag Eidl with your comments below, and don't forget, closing in on 7,000 followers over on Twitter at Try Small Biz. That's at Try Small Biz, where I just smacked Big Ben fucking Cardin in the mouth because he needs to come up with $50 billion for the RRF, aka restaurants, as soon as possible. So ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is going on with the ACH? I will definitely cover that today. For those of you that are using cash apps like Chime and you've gotten your money bounced back to the SBA and God knows where the hell it is, what is going on with respect to the stock market? Is the Fed meeting this week going to absolutely crater your portfolio and and that's all, folks. And anything else I can come up with, we don't edit around here, in the next 10 minutes. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine. Here we go. I have never edited a video, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud of that. I think I just crossed like 6 or 7 million views. Thank you very much. In about 17 months on YouTube, far more than that on LinkedIn. But I believe in authenticity. So when I make a mistake, and I've made a ton over the last year and a half, I think it makes more sense to leave it in. You get a clear picture as to who I am under pressure because I don't have any notes, no crib notes, no fucking teleprompter. I'm not like a corpse who shouldn't be president of the United States standing in front of the UN. Whoops. I got sidetracked there. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So what the hell is going on? Let's start off with the ACH. I wish I had a better answer. Builder talked about this as well the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a cash app like Chime or Cash App or any of the other non-traditional banks, often what happens because of fraud detection that the SBA is using is they bounce it back. Sometimes it's actually the bank. Other times it's the SBA. Sometimes it's fucking both. But here's the problem. The SBA, in their infinite wisdom, has come out many times and said, well, it can take up to 8 weeks, 2 months to fix the problem. Okay, fair enough. What do I have to do as a small business owner who happens to be legitimate to get my fucking money back? They won't give us an answer on that, ladies and gentlemen. I, Builder, Writer, Max, everyone has fucking called and emailed and pounded the SBA relentlessly, but they don't give us an answer. However, I have several people, because I get a ton of DMs every single day. The only way you're going to get your money is if you follow the advice I've been saying for the last several months. Privacy release form. You'd be amazed how many are not doing that. It takes some effort. You got to email your 2 senators in the subject line, privacy release form. Hi, Senator so-and-so. I am a constituent in your district, and I can't get the SBA to fund my account with respect to X. If it's the 24 months of capital, which is probably not, it's most of the time the supplemental or the targeted advance. Please send me a privacy release form to sign so you can reach out to the SBA on my behalf. If you want to add one other sentence in there to describe your dilemma, fine. But someone on the staff of your 2 senators, and please do it with both because you want both of them punching the SBA, will reach out. You'll sign it in digital format. And sometimes, all you got to do is read the fucking comments in these videos. Within days, you might have been waiting 3 months. Within days of Senator so-and-so, and some of them like Marsha Blackburn, and she's just one example. She has a connection at the SBA, and she gets results like that. I'm telling you, within 48 to 72 hours, there's people that have been waiting 3 months to get their money. They're able to get a hold of somebody on the other side at the SBA, whether it's in processing, in billing, or in reconsideration in some cases, and say, hey, I have a constituent that's been waiting for 90 days because they have a cash app like Chime. They're a legitimate small business owner. They've got their taxes, their 4506T. You can check them out on the website, etc., etc., etc. Can you please put the money back in their fucking account? And mysteriously, within days, it ends up there. So that's your number one option. That will cut your wait times in half. whether it's an ACH problem or it's a reconsideration problem or any other fucking problem, the minute you get your senators and try to get both of them involved, you'll have to call and email and leave a voicemail until they respond. It'll cut your wait times in half. Beyond that, as I said many times, get yourself a score.org. Yesterday's video, it's pinned in the top comment yesterday. There's two other institutions that the SBA is now recommending. One is exclusively for women. One is open to everybody. There's over 950 locations. Go check out yesterday's video. You got to also call. And I know it's a pain in the fucking ass, but every Monday or Thursday or Tuesday and Friday, take your pick, twice a week, call up and try to stay calm and try and ask for a supervisor. And I'm aware of the fact that many of them say, I can't give you a fucking supervisor. Well, some of them can. It all comes down to the luck of the draw. And as I've said before, if you get a prick on the other line, don't waste your time. Call back and get somebody else on the phone. But politely tell them, look, I've been waiting now for 4 months. If I don't get this grant money, my supplemental or my 24 months of capital, or get my ass to reconsideration pronto, I'm going to lose everything. And Sarah, I've got 7 employees and their kids that depend on me. So is there any way possible that you could put me through to a supervisor? Because I know that you work with team members, and there's probably one, if not in the office next to you right now, available by speed dial. And I would say if you say something to that effect 4 or 5 times, someone's going to feel sympathetic towards you and put you through like they did me. I got rejected twice for reconsideration. Unverifiable information. What was my problem? I overestimated my 2019 gross revenue. So they put me in lockup. I had to go through multiple hoops. But as soon as I got a supervisor on the phone, suddenly within, I think it was 4 or 5 days, I got into legal. And then 6 or 7 days later, I got the money. And it was a huge amount of money. It's still sitting there. I am hanging in here, ladies and gentlemen, doing these videos for 17 months, not because I need to, because I want to help you. I've never charged anybody for any fucking money. And by the way, somebody asked me today, what do I think about paying a Ryder over at Skip money? Look, I love Ryder. I think he's a smart guy, and I trust just about everything he has to say. But I am not a fan. And this is no disrespect to him or anybody else. I'm not a fan of paying someone to help you. Why? We have an epic problem of spam in the comments. Hell, I just saw yesterday, Max Maher, another guy who's salt of the earth, somebody stole his name and identity, and I think it's a multi-million-dollar Ethereum crypto scandal, and they're blaming him for it. So look, the less that we can be associated as content creators with charging people for money with respect to Eidl, the better, because all these fucking spammers that belong in jail in the comments are taking advantage of people that are charging. So you use your own discretion. I trust the guy. I think he's phenomenal. And I understand wanting to make a buck, probably because he's got staff members that he's got to pay in order to help him do this. But be very, very careful and research 9 Ways to Sunday that you're actually talking to Ryder and or the folks at Skip, because they're scraping his profile just like they're scraping mine. And for the, 9,751st time, never call, email, or text anyone in the comments. I never put my personal information, including my phone number, in the comments. And oh, by the way, I have never had a fucking profile on Instagram. There's a ton of them over there with my name and my face. It ain't me. I will never be on Instagram. I am currently on Twitter at TrySmallBiz, username SmallBizInc. My name, Jason McElhone, on LinkedIn. I have reserved pages for Small Biz on Facebook, and that's just about it. So if you see me anywhere else, or someone's telling you to WhatsApp them or Instagram them or any fucking other email, that SBA, whatever, it ain't me. So don't reach out. Don't send them any money. It's a fucking scam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I covered the ACH. The stock market, we've got a Fed meeting this week. I expect, based on what's going on in China, and I keep it simple for you guys, there's a major problem with a company called Evergrande. They have the largest holdings over in Hong Kong / China, and they're on the verge of bankruptcy. It's kind of like a Lehman Brothers moment. So for Jerome Powell, who runs the Fed, to come out hawkish, I think it's on Thursday, and then he'll have a press conference. He's going to crater the market if he does that. He's not a dummy. He might be almost said the bad word. Almost said a bad word. Almost said a bad word. He's not a dummy. So Jerome, if you happen to be watching my channel right now, be very careful what you have to say. Because with crypto rolling over and the problems in China, the last thing we need is to get people panicked that there's a problem underneath the hood here in the United States. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as I said yesterday, I spent half my life on Wall Street as a broker. I've been trading stocks for over 30 years. We have broken the uptrend line that's been in place since the lows in late March of 2020. Can we rebound? Of course we can. The most likely scenario, however, is that we're going to go down for the next 2 or 3 weeks or sideways at best. We have to get rid of the excess. We have to increase a healthy dose of pessimism, get people thinking the bull market is finished. But as I said yesterday, I say that word a lot, as I said yesterday or as I said before, if you look at some of the major bear markets in the past, we crashed over 27% in 1987, but we eventually, within a matter of months, in fact, regained that loss. The dot-com bubble burst in 2000 cratered the market. We went down for over a year, close to 18 months. But once you find a bottom, as we did last March, you always get a hiccup around 12 to 18 months later. And that's exactly what's happening now. We've been straight up several 100% in many stocks since the March 2020 lows. Now we're sputtering. Now we're starting to set a series of lower highs and lower lows. It's normal. It happened in 87. It happened post 2000. We had multiple corrections in 2010, 11, and 13. But then we eventually right the ship and we go on for many, many, many thousands of points because, again, we're only 1 year in this economic expansion and they're about to print somewhere between 3, 4, and perhaps $5 trillion worth of stimulus at some point in the next several months. So my advice, if you have an IRA or a 401k, stay the course. If you're a trader, in addition to investing like myself, have some cash ready. I told you yesterday I bought ANY. And if you saw the news, ANY at 5.5, that was my recommendation. They're now the largest carbon neutral, in fact negative, because they bought carbon credits in the world. Now the merger has to go through with 3D Sphere, which is going to happen sometime in October or November, and anything is possible. Now, if you look at the trend line on Bitcoin, yeah, I'm talking about a lot of other things than EIDL. Get used to it. If you look at the trend line on Bitcoin, it's 39,000. So I would expect there's a high probability we're going to drop from 42 and change where we are now. We're going to hit that trend line. May happen overnight, may happen over the weekend. My bet is it holds. If it doesn't hold, we're going back down to 32,000. And ANY will be affected. So buy a half a position in and around 5.5. If we implode and break that 39,000 trend line on Bitcoin, buy the rest of it. Because this is the former CFO of Riot, which is one of the largest miners in the world. The stock went from 3 to 70. It's currently around 27 or 8. This is a $10 to $15 stock, in my opinion, at some point next year. ANY. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please continue to follow my advice. The privacy release, the score.org, call them twice a week, try to get to a supervisor, and oh yes, get a hold of your local district SBA. We're getting word that more and more of them are finally figuring out it is their fucking job to help small business owners in the community. They can't fund the loan, but they can find somebody at the SBA, whether it's in legal, in billing with an ACH problem, or in PDC recons. Hey, we have a constituent. In fact, he was sent here by that wacko on fucking YouTube, and he's standing outside our office door. So can you please take a hold of his application and get him and his family the money they deserve? So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, wow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Always remember, I love each and every one of you, and thanks so much for watching.